travel to a faraway jungle to find the source, each having their own reasons. Welcome to the Tomb of Annihilation.
So, welcome back everybody to session 46. In our last session, our party left Port Nyanzaru and returned to Kir Sabal via the tree, where Vargo and Dusted met with the Arakocra artificer, Quiff, to collect Vargo's vision lenses. After a bit of conversation, Quiff asked Vargo to keep an eye out for some various ingredients that he requires for some items he's busy researching. There were three, one of them the blood of an aboleth, the eye stalks of a beholder, and the horn from a blue dragon. The party then headed to the monastery where they had breakfast with teacher Waxenare and with Ponti. And Valrys regaled them with the tales of the party's adventure, from the pirate battle to finding the rift, meeting Adriphania, the warlock, and discovering the lost city of Omuan. Teach was visibly in awe of the meeting with the goddess, and she informed the party that the rift was in fact powered by an artifact mistakenly created by Quift on the behest of her ex-fiancé, the banished Urk, who was determined to summon their evil god Decritus into the world to rule over all the life forms from the skies. On hearing of Urk's demise, she was both sanded and pleased, and insisted that Dusted keep the promised ring. They then learned that Ponti had been training hard with Teach as a monk. He'd packed on some muscle and quite a lot of confidence, and he announced that he and Waxenare were an item, and that they both felt bad for going behind Vargo's back. Vargo was visibly saddened, distraught some might say. Or at least he appeared to be, but gave his blessing to the new couple. Waxenare handed over the royal ring of Omu as thanks for completing Na's wish, and assured Vargo that she will keep him in mind until the skull chalice is handed over, as agreed. With breakfast over, the party then headed to Omu, where they surveyed the landscape, marking a few places of interest on the map, and heading off to clear a building that they used as their base of operations. They then headed to the nearest place marked on the map, only to discover a shrine to a snake-headed leopard of some kind. Upon venturing inside, they encountered 4 clay golems in a pit, and this is where we join our party. It is the top of round 3 in the midst of combat. And that means Vargo. It is up to you to kick us off. You are standing 20
We are
feet.
not on the map.
You are not. Forgive me. Now you should be.
Now we are, yeah. Nothing exciting much. I'm gonna try to hit that one, the one on the right of Dusted, with Firebolt.
Okay. Do your worst, sir.
So let's see if I hit. I believe I do, and that will be 10 points of fire damage, and I'm gonna add 3 more points with what's the name of the feature? The thing Warcasters get. I don't recall it right now.
That's okay.
Power Search. That is it.
Excellent. So that is 13 in total. Alright.
And that will be my turn.
The flames fly and smash into the golem as clay begins to melt and drip off it like a hot wax candle. Minimal damage, but it is still standing. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Which brings us to Yolena, carefully followed by Valrys.
Yelena's gonna just touch Dusted on the shoulder and give him Shield of Faith. Because he looks like he's taking a bit of a beating. And then she'll attack the one in front of her twice.
Okay.
With... if one hits, she will use a first level smite.
That indeed hits.
Oh, I think it's just... I always forget I don't smite that much. 2d8.
$13.
Did it roll my 2d8s?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh.
Okay.
9 points of radiant, and then I'll see if her second attack hits, but that won't be it.
So 22 from the first hit. That's pretty good.
Yes.
As you swing, you hack with 22 points of damage. A large chunk. Whoa, that hits as well. Out of the golem.
Hell yeah.
The clay monstrosity.
Oh.
Again, 9. Nice, okay.
Yes. That will be her turn. I need to put concentration on. Oh, it's already on. Cool.
Okay. And with that blow, you notice cracks beginning to form across the body and the chest of the clay construct. Almost as if it were bloodied.
Gotcha.
Felrus, over to you, sir.
He would like to use Shocking Grasp on the one closest to him.
Oh.
Gets a 14.
A 14 unfortunately misses.
Figured.
As you reach out, it's just the spiritual hammer swinging in the way and Dusted maneuvering. Your fingers just don't quite reach. Anything else this turn?
I will then use my 3 sorcery points to summon my dog over there, targeting the one directly opposite Dusted.
By the way, the music is off. For me, at least. What the fuck? Ah, alright.
Yeah, don't worry, it just needs to be scaled.
Ray, you can change your own music settings, by the way.
I can change the volume, but the thing is, it's the track that's gone off. For me, at least.
Oh. Can everyone else hear it?
No, it disappeared for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
I can... Okay, let's see. I'll just refresh my screen. And start it again. If it doesn't kick in now, then try refreshing. Okay. That was...
Oh, I need to roll initiative for it.
Go ahead.
15.
15.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make him on 14 because he should go after you. Alright, which is quite fortunate because as you summon him, he immediately gets his turn.
Yes, yes. He would like to attack.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
The only one he can. The one over there.
Of course, the one in front of Dusted, so he gets +2,
Yes.
plus
Yeah.
yeah, +2 to hit.
Let's see. D20 plus 5 with advantage, I believe, because Dusted is also there, and the Hound gets pack tactics.
Oh, pack tactics. Okay.
So 7 plus 5 probably doesn't hit.
Unfortunately, that doesn't. The jaws try and clamp on the clay golem, but in the midst of battle, nothing takes place, and you bite thin air. Anything else?
But then that is it.
Right. Which brings us to Dusted Coal.
Dustin bares his fangs at these things and prepares to dodge.
Okay.
And that's his action. However, I will also use my bonus action to second wind
Oh. Mm-hmm.
and regain 11 hit points.
Wow.
That's like one spear attack. And Dustin just sort of sinks down a little bit, prepared to dodge the incoming attacks.
Okay. And that is it?
That's his turn.
Right, let me just double check on slow again when they get to... Is it
The end of their
the
turns.
Okay, so... they can... They're going to use their action, and of course because they're slow, they don't get 3 attacks, do they? They only get 1 attack.
A single one.
Yeah.
Right, except for the one directly above Dusted. So let's start with the one in front of, next to Yelena. Yelena, 1 attack on you. And that is a 12.
Misses.
Okay. Let's do a saving throw for him. It's wisdom, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. What I don't know is Barry's DC.
Oh.
Well,
I think that should beat it, yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
the one below finishes his turn and he saves against slow. Then the next one, Dusted. He is going to spear attack you once.
With disadvantage.
Well, he got a 13 on the first roll, so I'm going to... that's a miss anyway.
Alright.
So he's a miss. Now then he gets a wisdom saving throw. And he gets an 8. So he is still slowed. That brings us to the third one.
He also makes the save with a disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
Ah.
Yeah, because of the dog.
And the one adjacent above?
That one's fine.
Okay, so Dusted, he is going to attack you. He gets disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm still dodging.
Well, he rolls an 8. And a 7, that's 15, so he misses.
Now this is more like it. Unlike last time.
Okay, and the wisdom saving throw fails as well. Right. The final, the fourth clay golem above you. Now he gets 3 attacks. Now you are dodging, aren't you?
Yeah, so 6 rolls.
Alright, I'm gonna roll first one. That's a 6 and 7, so that's a 13. Miss. With disadvantage, the second one. Ooh, that's a 15 is a miss. Come on, 2 natural 20s. A 4. Oh, they all miss.
Oh,
Okay. Well done. That brings us to Lunan.
And Luna will point at the one that just did the attacks, and I will cast command,
Mm-hmm.
commanding it to grovel. So at the end of its on its turn, it will fall prone and end its turn. So next round, it will go prone and then end its turn
Can you
if it fails a wisdom save.
can you send that to the game log for me, please?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, what language are you using?
Ooh. It will just be common again.
And then number 2, I know it's enchantment.
I would say if
But
there
it
are
doesn't.
some magic immunity, they should be immune. But if it's charms, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. So they're immune to charm. But I don't
I
see anywhere that it says it's a charm
yeah.
effect. And of course, a priest is more enchantment, isn't it? So
That's completely up to you. I wouldn't be mad if it's you count it as a charm.
as a construct or a golem, roll do me a favor and roll an intelligence check. Because
17.
okay, I'm going to say you probably know it doesn't understand what grovel means, given it's a construct. But if you use a different word, it may understand.
I would just use the word down, and you interpret however you want.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Then it gets a wisdom save. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. It definitely fails its wisdom saving throw. So
well, we won't know it until next round.
Yeah.
yes.
And to hammer the point, I will attack it with the magical weapon or the spiritual weapon, standing next
Okay.
as my bonus action. And I believe that's a hit.
26 is definitely a hit.
Yeah. For 6 force damage.
Okay. Alright. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alright, which brings us to the top of the next round. And the first one is Fargo.
Same thing. I will try to hit the one on the right of Dusted with a firebolt. Let's see if we hit.
Okay.
I believe I do.
22 hits.
For 8 points of fire damage. And that would be it.
Alright. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Righto, then that brings us to Yolena.
She is. How's the one right in front of Dusted looking?
Well, when you say right in front, you mean
Between Dusted and the wolf?
it is. It's almost close to being bloodied or muddied.
Mhm. I guess in that case, she'll stick with attacking the one just in front of her.
Okay.
I think I have bless, so I'll roll the d4. Is an 18 hit?
An 18 does in fact hit, yes.
Cool. That's the first attack, and if it's still standing, she'll go for it again.
Yep,
I assume it is.
it is. 10 points off the first as you hack a chunk of clay off its body. 24 smashes into it again.
Oh yeah.
Another 10 points. Ooh, excellent. You can see holes starting to appear in this construct as it's slowly falling apart in front of you, but it is still standing.
That's right. That will be all from her.
Alright, which brings us to Valrus.
He's going to try and shocking grasp again.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I'm with advantage, I believe.
It's not bound yet. It does it on its own turn.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it does it on its own
Fair
turn.
enough. Fair enough. There we go. It's 18.
An 18 hits. Well done.
Very good. That's
28.
10 damage, and he is going to then take a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Flip.
Okay. As you step away from combat, it's almost nerve-wracking to see the golem not reaching for you as you move away from him. Anything else?
Very good. No, that is all.
Alright, then that's your direwolf. Next.
Do the one and only thing it can do, and attack again. +19 +7 probably hits.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So that is 2d6 plus 3. There we go, 11 damage, and the golem has to make a strength save.
Strength saving throw.
DC 13.
I somehow think that the golem isn't impressed with that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
He manages to make his saving throw, yes.
Actually, that's only if it's a creature as well. I don't know if it's considered to be.
Oh yeah.
It's a construct, so no. But anyway,
In that
saves.
case, it wouldn't have. Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Then that brings us to Dusted. Dusted, as you survey the scene behind you, Velra steps away, and ever so slightly you notice the construct in front of you beginning to fall.
Dusted is gonna be a sneaky little git,
Mm-hmm.
and as the rapier in his left hand, which is sort of covered Valris, now that he's gone, the magic dagger of his slips out of his belt, and he's gonna take 2 strikes at the one in front of Galena.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sorry for kill stealing, but there we go.
That's fine. As long as it dies.
Yeah,
14
No
let me
damage.
just roll bliss on that. 17.
Wow, that hits like barely. As you pull the dagger out and swing, the tip just manages to catch the construct.
11 damage.
Wow, and that is a deadly tip as well.
And he takes another swing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Let me try this blessing thing again. That. Yeah. Oh well.
Just the tip. Anything else?
Yeah, action search for another go.
Okay.
He's gonna swing with the dagger again against the one in front of Dylan. 27, that's a little better.
That definitely hits.
10 damage.
10 damage, and it is still standing.
Another.
It reaches out towards you as you just manage to scrape it again with the tip of the blade. Knowing it's going straight away. Oh! It is honestly on its last legs as it stands there. Looking so holy, it's like a large cheese grater made out of clay. Bits of pieces are falling and dripping off it, and it's almost on its last legs. Anything else, Dusted?
Dusted sighs a little bit, having exhausted himself trying to cut it down, and then looks around, sort of like realizing he's a little surrounded, and ends his turn.
Okay. Which brings us to the clay golems. And the first one is going to go for Yelena. Right. He is going... Oh no. Gosh darn it. Anyway, Yelena, it is going to use its shield to smash into you twice and then stab you with its spear.
Okay.
The first one is an 11.
That misses.
The second one is an 18.
That just misses.
And the third one is a 14.
That's also a miss.
Okay. Then the one between Dusted and the dire wolf. Dusted, it is going to attack you once
Yeah, this time without disadvantage.
with its spear. without disadvantage, he gets a 22.
That just beats my AC.
Okay. Eight points of damage. And he gets his wisdom saving throw for slow effect. He rolls a 19.
Disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because the wolf.
Good shout. He rolls a 10.
Nice.
Good shout. So, still slowed. Then the one above you. Dusted, he really can only see you, so he is going to have one attack against you. And
Fair.
Ooh. He gets a 25.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to stop that with my my last block.
Mm-hmm.
I add 6 to my AC, so that's 28. That misses.
Okay. Good shout. And then he gets a wisdom save for slow. Oh. He rolls a 2 and a 1. Gets a 3. And then the one above you, Dusted, continues to fall as it drops to the ground and falls on its hands and knees, succumbing to the spell cast by Lunan. Which brings us to the end of the round, and it's Lunan's turn, closing us off.
Mm-hmm. So I will start off with my bonus attack
Mm-hmm.
using a spiritual weapon against the prone one. So I will roll twice.
Yep.
So 17.
Nice. That actually hits.
Nice. For 7 damage.
Okay.
And
He is looking he's looking muddied now.
I think I will follow that up with. Would Lunan have any idea if they would be damaged by necrotic damage? Feels very unlogical, so I think he will just shoot it with a firebolt.
Okay.
Or no, guiding bolt. Here it goes.
Oof.
Do I still have advantage? Yeah.
That hits though.
Okay. Here's the damage. 16.
16. Nice. That's a
So
good
that's the one to the north of Dust that you're hitting?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. The guiding bolt smashes into it as bits and pieces of clay slowly begin to fall off it, doing it lots of damage with 16 points. It is still standing.
And next attack roll against it has advantage until the next to the end of my next turn.
From anybody.
Yeah, first to attack will get the advantage.
Good to know. Okay, which brings us to the top of the round, and that means it's Vargo.
I will try to end the one in the corner in front of Yorlena. Let's see if I hit. Actually, I'm gonna Toll the Dead that one.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you can, please make a Wisdom saving throw. DC is 15.
I got a natural one.
Oh dear.
Nice. Then you take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, as the bells toll out through the small pit below you, the clay golem breaks up into small chunks and almost like ice shattering. The clay bursts apart and falls on the ground, and then instantaneously soaks into the muddy floor below you and disappears.
Nice.
The only thing left behind is the ornate bronze spear that it was carrying as it lies on the floor in front of Yolena's feet.
Alright, I will take note of that.
What else would you like to do?
That will be all. Thank you very much.
Okay, then that brings us to Yolena.
Okie dokie. She's gonna shimmy here,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll use green flame blade to attack the one in front of her, and then jump it to the one above that.
Alright, there's 3 flanking, so you get a +3 bonus to your hit.
Oh. I don't know if I let me roll the
You need a
spider.
4.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna save me.
Wasn't it a 1?
Yeah, but if it, yeah, I guess it gets stuck then in the
No.
golem.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't make it.
you do not, so the green flame blade doesn't go off, does it?
No, it does not.
Alright.
That'll be
get-
her turn. I think. Yeah, because I can only do 1 attack when I use green flame blade.
Okay. Which then brings us to Valrus.
He's gonna try and firebolt the same one that Yarlena attacked.
Alright, the one in the midst of combat. Surrounded by everybody else.
T1.
That hits.
Oh, I can reroll fire damage when it's a 1. Where is this? D10.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it? Why'd you get a 10?
Yeah.
Oof.
I wish. So 12
12
altogether.
points. Nice.
That's 8.
Okay. It is looking worse for wear. It's still standing, but it's taken quite a bit of damage. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, which brings us to the direwolf.
Yep. That's that. That would hit. That's 20 something.
Mm-hmm, that hits.
23, yeah.
Yeah. And 6 plus 3. That is 10 damage.
10 points. Nice. Anything else?
He's just gonna stay there.
Alright, then that brings us to Dusted Coal.
Yeah.
So you have advantage on the one above you. It's both lying down and glowing.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny that you have double advantage on that one. Yeah, let's go for that one with both attacks.
The prone one.
Yeah, with the rapier in
Okay.
this case. $28.
That hits.
12 damage.
Ooh, nice. Still standing.
Yeah.
The next one, 20
Hits.
for 13 damage.
Oh, nice. Still standing.
And it is marked. I forget to say that I actually marked these things, but yeah, it's marked. So if it attacks anyone else than me, I get to do something cool.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I'm prepared to suffer.
In which case, that brings us to the golems. We'll start with the one in between everybody else who's currently slowed, so he gets one attack at disadvantage. I mean,
No, just a normal attack, right?
he's got the normal attack. Sorry.
Yeah, because I'm not dodging, and I don't think anything else is giving him disadvantage.
So then he gets one attack at you, Dusted. He gets a 23.
Which beats my AC.
Okay.
Make it count.
Oh. The lowest possible. 2 ones, you take 6 points of damage.
That is the lowest that you have hit me, yeah, actually.
Alright, and he gets a wisdom saving throw, but at disadvantage. And each of them get +1. That's okay, rolled a 2. So he's still slowed. The one in the top corner underneath Lunan. He is... Dusted, he is going to use his shield to bash you with his one attack. And he rolls an 11.
That doesn't hit.
And then... Lunan, it was just one round that the suggestion was, or until inevitable?
Yeah, he will be able to stand up in this round.
In which case he's going to use his action. He's going to stand up this turn. That's half his movement. As he stands up, and I believe he only gets one attack then.
No, he should get all 3.
There's no restriction for that in 5e.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. In which case...
Hurt me, sir. Hurt me.
In which case, he is going to get up, and Dusted, he's going to use a shield bash on his first attack against you. That's a 14, that misses. He's going to stab you with a spear, his second attack. That's a 14, and that misses. And his third one, he's going to hit you with the shield again. Oh, that's an 11, that misses. Oh, wow, these guys are not doing so well, are they? Alright.
We should have kept going last time. You were rolling amazing then.
I'm gonna have to change my dice. That brings us to Lunan.
Yes. I will bonus attack, spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a miss there. And
Mm-hmm.
I will follow it up with hold the dead on the guy in front of like the same guy.
One in front of, above Dusted, below you.
Above, yeah.
Yeah.
Front of the spiritual weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a DC 16 wisdom.
Yes. So I need to make a wisdom save.
Yeah. DC 16.
Gets an 18.
Then that's my turn.
Wow. And that brings us to the top of the round with Fargo, closely followed by Yelena.
What I will do this turn is try to finish the one between the three of them. The one next to Dusted. Same thing. Let's try. Actually, no. Firebolt this time. It's a slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then let's see if I hit. With a 15,
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
even with the -2
Oh,
from slow.
no, mind you, that does hit. Yes.
Alrighty. Then I will deal 12 points of fire damage.
And that's the one that's surrounded by Dusted, the Wolf, and Yelena, yes?
Yes.
Okay. It is still standing.
My god.
Ooh,
That's the end of my turn.
which brings us to
These
the
are
others.
real tanks.
They are.
She's gonna try again. And see if it works this time.
Uh, 17 is a hit.
Ah, cool. There's that. And a D8. And then I need to do. So it's 20 to the one in front of her.
Mm-hmm. And then is it your charisma modifier that it does damage for, or the D8 plus your?
D8 plus charisma. Oh, that should be a 5. I guess I didn't. Oh, I think I put spaces in and I shouldn't have. Yeah. So that would be a 5 to the one further up.
Okay. The first blade swings and cuts into the clay gladiator in front of you, and as it does, it crumbles and breaks up into pieces and then almost melts into the floor as it disappears. The only thing left where it was is the metallic spear that it was wielding.
And yeah, that'll be all.
Okay. That brings us to Valrys.
Case the hound also leaves. As its target is now dead.
Oh.
Mm. And I'd like to send a frostbite to the one that is slowed.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a DC 16 Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. It gets a 12.
So that is 7 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
That is all.
Alright, which brings us up to our fighting cat. I was going to call you a mouse. Dustin Cole.
Dustin's going to use his rapier to attack the one straight north of him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 20.
Wow. Nice.
So that would be... Is it the first or the second die that's an 8?
The second. Make it the
Okay.
second.
Okay, so that's a 21 damage.
And that's the one that was prone, yes?
It's not prone at the moment, yeah, but yeah, that one. The one straight north of him.
Alright, as the blade bites in, he almost crumbles into little bits of clay, falls to the ground, and then disappears. The only thing left behind is spear that it was holding.
And with his other hand, he's gonna attack with the dagger. That was a bonus action, just a normal attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 23
Nice. That definitely hits too.
for 11 damage.
Okay. Anything else?
He's gonna sheath his dagger after this and approach one of the spears, so you can pick it up next turn.
Okay. Which brings us to the clay golem in front of you. And as you step in front of it, it is going to take the opportunity and swing at you with a spear. That's a 20, which I believe misses.
It does, thanks to Jelena's Shield of Faith.
Alright, and he gets his wisdom saving throw. Oh, finally. No. And it gets a 15. What did I need, Valrus?
16.
Oh, darn it. He is still slowed. And that is the end of his turn. Which brings us to Lunan.
Lunan commands the spiritual weapon to move up and attack.
By the way, DM, you might want it to save against the slow.
It did.
He did.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
I got the 15,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
So that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Ooh, finally I rolled well. 11 damage.
Oh, 11 points. That's a good hit. Alright.
And I follow it up with a firebolt from above.
Okay.
Let it rain fire.
24 is a hit as well.
Oh, really good roll.
Jesus.
Nice. Wow. That's very good. You can almost swear that he is slightly muddied. Alright. End of the turn.
Yes.
Which brings us to the top of the next round, and it's Fargo, your go.
I will try to finish this fucker. Let's try a firebolt again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That will be a hit for. Oof, it's taking his time. Sorry. 14 points of fire damage.
Yeah. Okay. Not enough to kill it, but it's still standing.
And end of my turn.
Which brings us to Yelena.
She's gonna move up and also try and finish off this thing with
Polish him up.
maybe 2 hits.
2 normal attacks, yes?
Yes, yeah, 2 regular attacks. I think we still have bless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
It should be a hit then.
Yeah, you really... Yep, that's a hit.
oh,
Nice, 11 with the first.
yes. Oh no! I don't know if this one
Just
will hit
just
even
no
with
bless.
bless.
You need a 2.
Oh.
That's a hit
Sorry.
as well.
Hell yeah. A 13.
Okay, so that's 24 points of damage altogether.
Yes.
It is still standing, but it is.
Oh my
definitely-
god!
It's perforated. Bits of clay are falling off of it as it slowly tries to move out the way from all these attacks.
Oh
Valrus.
yes.
Oh, maybe, just maybe, final firebolt will be enough to finish it off. That's what he'll do. Not with a 3.
You are blessed.
You're blessed. We can still do this. You need a 4.
You do need a 4, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, that is just a miss.
Oh, close.
Yes.
Alright, that is all.
Alright, well then that brings us to Dusted Coal.
Well, Dustin's gonna start swinging ferociously.
Swing better,
22.
better. Yeah, 22 hits.
9 damage.
Okay, still standing.
But if I do this again,
26 is a hit as well.
14 damage.
Oh my goodness, that's exactly what you needed, Dusted.
Nice.
Yes!
As you skewer him with a
Oh
last
yeah.
rapier stab, how do you want to finish him off?
Dusted is. I should have actually said that Dusted picks up the bronze spear first and then just goes in swinging. But yeah, he definitely skewers it and sort of kicks it off his rapier as it crumbles into the ground and disappears again.
So
Just like the others, I think.
you step forward and take your 2 swings. The first cut takes it in the abdomen, and with the second slice you stab it through, and just to make sure you put your foot in the clay sand below you and flip up the bronze spear, and with your other hand drive it in to the clavicle of the clay golem as he bursts apart into little drops of clay, falling to the ground and disappears, almost melting into the bottom of the pit. The last thing that's left is the bronze spear that it was holding.
If I have time for that, I'll pick that up too.
And that brings us to the end of combat. You survey the scene around you. 3 bronze spears lie scattered on the ground, one in Dusted's hand.
I believe we should try putting those spears on the statues.
Sounds like a good idea, I suppose. Hmm.
There is a path that moves forward from here as well. Perhaps we should take a look first.
You are more than welcome to.
Sure.
I'm going to
If,
pick up
if,
the spears and put them in the statues.
if these clay dissolve into the ground and starts reforming, we don't have unlimited time here.
Right.
Let's get up. I know that curiosity nearly killed the cat this time, so
Dusted
I also have
doesn't
to
like
choose
that.
my fight.
Lars is going to pick up a spear, and I don't know if he could reach it up to one of the people above,
I
or if
mean,
it's too high.
they're 20 feet above you, so you would be able to
Ah.
throw it up.
Just pick 2 up, or have someone else pick 2 of them up.
Lunan standing there. So nice not having to get injured in a fight, and then a spear hits him in the foot.
Yeah, maybe not. So he's just gonna take one and start going back.
So you're going to carry it back.
Yes.
Jalena, will you take the last spear?
Yes. She'll pick it up and also start making her way up.
Okay. As the 3 of you each grab your spears and exit the pit up the stairs towards the main section. Lunan, does your spiritual weapon linger or do you drop it?
I guess it would have disappeared very soon anyway. It's
It lasts a minute, right? And we
like-
went round 7.
while they pick up the spears, it would disappear.
Okay. You make your way through the dark once again. Up the corridor, up the stairwell, into the room where you all stand surrounding the cylindrical pedestal in the middle of the room. Valrus moves across to one of the statues. What's everyone else doing?
I'm having a look for a chalice or a amulet of some kind,
Roll a perception
but I
check
am
for me.
afraid. All right.
Uh,
That will be a 21.
Now, bearing in mind you're all working on dark vision, aren't you? So you're working in dim light.
Lunan goes up to Dusted and casts Cure Wound 3rd level.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So he gets 18 damage, or healing back.
18 points of healing.
It was actually inflict wounds. Haha, jokes on you.
Yeah.
Vargo with a 21. It takes you a little bit of time to look around, but you don't see any chalice or anything. The only thing that stands out is the 4-foot high stone cylinder that you have been standing next to the entire time. There almost seems to be a shallow recess about an inch deep, the shape of a square, in the top of it.
I pointed out to the others. What do you think this is for?
Can we return the spears first, and then we can examine the plinth? Augustin says enhance the spear to Lunan, just in case that these have to be added at the same time.
So, Lunan has a spear. Dusted, you move across over there. Yelena, you're carrying a spear. What are you going to do?
Should move to the one opposite Dusted.
Okay.
Down here.
I will pay attention to what happens with this thing in the middle.
Okay. And then?
On the count of 3, place the spear in the hand of the warrior, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. And Dusted's gonna insert the spear into the hand of the warrior in front of him.
Is anyone not going to listen to Dusted?
I mean, it is dangerous listening to Dusted.
I think everyone, Lunan will do it, and
Yelena will.
Valrus?
Just
then we
this
get to
once.
then we get to fight the new golems.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Are you trying to put them all in simultaneously at the exact same time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then everyone roll a dex check for me, please.
Oh boy.
Let's see who stabs himself. Yeah.
As
It's like,
Dusted is the first to count.
If our values are too off.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oof, jeez,
Yeah,
like,
it's easy to do it on 3 when you know.
it's like
Yeah.
it's all round.
When it's not anything important, Dusted can roll 20s.
As the three of you stick the spears in simultaneously, you look around and Valrus is still umming and ahhing, the hand moving slowly closer with the spear towards the warriors. And finally, almost a split second later, as you look around and you take in a breath, the spear that Valrus is holding touches the statue's hand. And almost immediately, you hear a grating sound that comes from almost deep below your feet, Vargo. without causing any alarm, the stone pedestal in front of you begins to move. The sound of grating stone. As you look down and you watch, it starts to turn. In a clockwise motion, and the recess in the center all of a sudden begins to rise. And then, when all the spheres are fully placed in the warrior's hands, it lets out one final grind of stone. And you hear a click as the warrior's hands each grab the spears tightly in front of them. And a small section from the pedestal in front of you, Vargo, pops up. In front of you is a small 6-inch cube. The cube is made out of stone, limestone, very much matching all of the walls of most of the buildings around here. And inscribed on each of its sides is a picture of a leopard or a panther with small, tiny snakes coming out of it. Let me see if I can show you.
Dusted, you might want to look at this, maybe.
I mean, Dustin has to stop himself from not trying to skip over the grating to get to Lagos fast enough.
I don't know, it reminds me of you, somehow.
Isn't that one of the gods? Old gods?
You think?
Makes sense.
And without thinking, Dustin is already reaching forward towards this thing to hold it in his hand.
You reach forward towards the small, ornate stone cube. Fingers poised to grab it. It easily fits into your palm as your palm rests on top of the cube. And you pull it free of the pedestal. And as soon as you take it away, almost as if the pedestal itself is pressure sensitive, the stone begins to grind. The pedestal in front of you slowly begins to turn, and the little compartment where it held the cube depresses back into the center of the stone pillar.
What a curious little thing. Dustin is running his fingers at the ingress of the cube, where this sort of like pudding is, the engraving is.
Hey, Lunan has a point.
Luna looks over and like, yeah, that's one of them. I believe that was Shagambi. I don't remember exactly what it was he did. As in, my notes don't cover it.
We got to know some of these, yeah.
We got to know all of them.
Oh, I cannot remember all of them.
No, I took the image that the DM sent to us. And said,
The only thing I can remember is one of them sounded like Kublai Khan, so Kubla something or Kuba something.
Kublazan.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
That's a good memory.
That's the only thing. That's why I remember that guy.
Oh, okay. That means how many of them were there?
9.
I sent the same image that Stefan sent us a long time ago.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
That means we are gonna have to reunite 8 more of these ones. I
You think?
suppose. I mean, I suppose it's
Didn't we
how
see
this kind of
Wongo
things
somewhere?
works.
It was Wongo or Umblaka, I think we saw some. We have seen one of these three, like Nangalgang, Umblaka, or Wongo. I don't remember which, out in the jungle. But I'm really not sure.
We saw one of them out in the jungle.
Now, we have seen something out in the jungle, or
You mean you you mean the creature or the stun?
I don't
The
even
carved
remember
stone?
that now. DM, can I roll from memory if you remember?
I believe it was the Ijin, the bunny with the horn. Might
Yeah,
be.
I think so.
But was that an incarnation of it, or was it the god itself?
Oh my god, I don't know. Can you imagine? This is me getting excited, not Vargo, by the way. Oh boy,
What did you,
interesting.
Axel? What were you asking me?
Does Luna remember which figurines we have encountered out in the jungle? If you remember, even.
I mean, we have at least encountered Nang Nang. That looks like a grung, doesn't it?
So yeah, you have encountered a grung. You have
Mm-hmm.
encountered an Eblis, which is the bunny with the horn,
Mm-hmm.
the unicorn bunny.
I had a chance of. We
Wait,
had a
wait,
chance
wait,
of
wait, wait, wait.
attacking it and making dinner.
We also had the stork, right? That was the servants in the Nankalore.
That was the servants from Nangalore,
Then
yes.
we had a giant snake in the trees at one point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have also seen
Yes.
the monkeys. I think we've seen some kind
Yeah.
of that's a monkey wongo, right? Something
Yeah.
like that. Um,
On the bridge.
yeah, and we
I
also
mean,
saw them gathering food at one point.
Yeah.
So
And Axel just saw the D&D movie, and I think I've seen Shangambi.
Aye.
What, was the movie
that's
good?
actually really good.
It was.
God damn it. Let's not get distracted. Okay. So
Good one.
you've seen half of them, and you've come across a couple of them in the jungle already. That you
Mhm,
know
mhm.
that you know of, yes.
Will anyone mind me holding on to this? And just as Dustin says that, he's almost already pocketed it.
Oh no no no! By all means,
Right.
as I said before, I believe the intention is for us to collect uh, reliefs from all the gods of Chult. Old gods? There were old gods, right? Because they were exiled or something like that, banished by Uptao, if I recall
They
correctly.
they they were they were well, they were not bad. There was some kind of what was it, scoundrel gods or something weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were causing chaos. That was why Utah threw them out, right? So they're not entirely sort of like on the level, I guess.
Uh-huh. I wonder what happens if we collect them all, catch them all, if you like.
They even magical.
Roll someone roll a history check
Oh,
because you've been told the story twice. Once by teacher and once by a Zaka. And if Lunan's helping or Dustin is helping you, Vargo, you can roll with advantage.
roll with advantage.
Because it does sound like the two of you are trying to remember.
Yep.
That's
I
Dustin's
mean,
roll. That's Dustin's roll the 6.
So you definitely recall around the time Uptao left. You don't remember the details why he left, but the important pieces that you remember is with Uptao gone, Omu fell into chaos. The
Mhm.
priests had no spells. disease took over, and it was at this point that the 9... What word did you use, Dusted?
Scoundrel or Chaos
Scoundrel.
Gods or something like that.
These 9, let's call them scoundrel gods, stepped in to help the people of Omu. Which resulted what they were doing with the people. You can't quite remember the details with the 14, but through their activities in helping the people, they attracted the attention of the great Aserak, who imprisoned them in his tomb.
Huh. Alright. Does Bargo know who Aserak is?
Why don't you roll a Volos? A Volos guide.
Abolos? Alright.
Paolo wrote it down.
Walla, 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 walla.
Yay! No idea.
I think you're too busy trying to decipher these like little symbols and everything in the shrine.
Yeah. What Bargo is wondering right now is why hide this thing here? And because this building seems of Cholten architecture, right? And old. It also seems old.
Dusted, what are you doing with the cube?
Dusted was inspecting it, but asked if you could hold on to it, and then he almost pocketed it already.
Mm-hmm. It's probably too big to put in a pocket.
Oh, it's that big. Okay. I thought, a backpack then. Yeah.
So you're gonna pop it into your backpack.
Why do you guys think this thing was hidden? What was the intention of the golems?
It's a test. I mean, if
For what?
for proving your strength to this creature, whatever it is.
Do you think it's like that first time we had to do a test that was, I cannot remember, the one worthy of Uptao?
But that was Uptao. This is these other gods. But yeah, it's still the same, sort of like to test you if you're true to this creature. So whatever it is mighty. You had to defeat 4 clay warriors. That can't be easy. Wait a moment. What was this creature fighting again on the walls? Dustin's just gonna go over here and look at the murals wherever they are.
Good point.
Was the mural here or here, or where was it, Stefan?
What?
There
The
was a
mural.
mural about
Yeah.
this creature that I'm holding a stone of. It was fighting something. Was that there?
There were 3 of them actually.
Oh,
So,
but there was the same image, right?
I will reread. Steps descend into a 15-foot-high, moss-covered room. 4 statues of Omuan warriors stand in the alcoves on either side, overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit in the floor. Each statue looks like it was meant to hold a spear, and the spears it now has. On the far side of the chamber, a stone pedestal stands bare. A relief on the wall behind it shows a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat, frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. To the left of the relief is a narrow tunnel with stairs leading down.
Alright, so Sagambi does not like Nang or whatever it's called, the Krang.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you think it might be the gods fighting each other?
I believe so. Yeah.
But there are always gods that don't like each other, no?
I suppose.
Lunan Vargo did that when he came in, remember?
Okay. No, I don't remember. It was a week ago.
Okay. Nothing is magical in here.
Okay, so the cube is not magical.
That is a very good question, actually. You can't see the cube at the moment. It's gone.
No, but I haven't cast the spell yet.
Oh my god, I'm okay. Now I'm making theories. I'm
If Dustin starts sprouting snakes out of his neck, okay? Let me know.
DM,
Hmm.
the other reliefs were the same? Not. I believe not.
The other reliefs in this particular shrine,
Yeah. The ones in the these ones.
all three of the other reliefs depict Shagambi fighting Nyan Nyang,
Mm-hmm.
and there is old
I don't.
Omuan writing beneath each.
Oh, okay, guys. I'm going to do a wall of crazy with this image. Let me, because I have the feeling it's important for some reason. Let me do. There we go. Alrighty. So, do we explore the? Can explore the place where the golems came out.
I think that might be a good idea. Maybe we will find something more for this puzzle type thing.
Alright.
Maybe more golems.
Should make our way down.
Okay, you head down into the pit with Vargo, standing in the clay pit around there.
Yes.
You then spy a corridor leading out on the other side.
She is gonna look for traps or anything. I know that like the golems came from there, but just in case, I don't know, they didn't do anything.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me.
Uh,
Okay,
well,
you look around trying to find any traps, inspecting the walls and the floor and the ceiling, but there is nothing that alerts you to the presence of a trap around. It looks clear ahead.
she will start moving, I guess. Check
I
that the way
accompany
is
her.
clear for the other two.
Yeah. I accompany Jelena, paying attention to everything. Make sure we don't leave anything behind.
Right. You take 10 foot deeper
Yeah.
into the corridor
Yes.
behind you. It is dark in here. Your dark vision allows you to see the cold walls and ground and stone lying around, and as you reach the corner, you take a look and the corridor opens up ahead of you. There are 4 caged cells ahead, and the golems that you have just fought have reshaped themselves inside each of the cages.
Oh, okay.
The bars the bars are open,
Oh no.
but they are not moving
Okay, that's good
for now.
for now. It seems this is only where the golems live. It
Poor
may
things.
be best to not disturb them. I don't think we want to fight them again.
Oh no.
Should just slowly edge away from the columns.
Okay, you slowly edge backwards
Yep.
the corridor into the gladiatorial pit.
Yes.
Where to next?
Another temple. Come on. I'm excited. I want to do this thing. Let's do it.
I guess we can go have a look at another place.
Yes, probably.
All right.
Oh,
I
we're
hereby.
leaving?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I don't see anything else interesting in this place.
Does it almost huffs and puffs as you say that? Yeah.
Well,
Well,
guys, I hereby declare inaugurate the wall of crazy. Let's see how this ends. Oh my god.
Right. It is a minute to 9 o'clock. Shall we take our break here and reconvene at 1:15?
yeah.
Yes, sounds good.
Yeah?
Sure.
Alright. In which case, let's take the 15 and we'll see you all in a bit. Okie dokie. Well then. Oh,
That happened.
Nah, Dustin is incorruptible.
Yeah.
so welcome back everybody. Just a little quick recap on our last session, our first part of the session, sorry. Literally combat. As you guys polished off the clay golems, you managed to pick up the spears that they dropped and replace them in the warrior's hands, which in turn unlocked the pedestal in the center of the shrine, forcing it to turn, ejecting what appeared to be a small cube with the god Shagambi embossed on it or carved into each face. You then decided to exit the shrine itself, and now you stand on the steps outside, surveying Omuan in front of you. It is not yet lunchtime. Midday, the sun is still climbing to its zenith. Where are you headed?
We might have another temple close here, just in front.
Straight to the next one.
What was the marching
Yeah.
order? Dusted, Yelena.
I think Dustin is lagging behind a little bit now.
Okay. So who's leading?
I will say Jarlena, maybe.
Sure. Helena will lead the way.
Who's following Yelena? Who will be second?
Barbaris makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Behind Valrus?
Myself.
Vargo in the middle? And then Lunan or Dusted?
I think
I
Dustin
think
is last.
exactly. I think Lunan goes slightly before.
Okay. Oh, did you not see the text when I put the marching order? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
You can
We
see
do.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Yelena, as you are in front taking the lead, where to?
I can't quite remember. But what was the drop on this, the bit that runs
think-
through the middle?
Wasn't it 10-20?
10-20. Would we be able to climb that? Probably not. We'll probably have to go up to the steps, I guess. Let me draw a path. Imagine that will probably go like this or something.
Okay. And what pace are you going to be setting?
She'll set a normal pace. Wait, no, wait. She doesn't. Does she know about the veggie pygmy that we saw? I'm trying to remember who, if we were told. Yeah.
I think I said it.
Yeah, she'll probably set a normal pace then, just in case anything else appears as they go further in.
Alright, so normal pace, it takes 5 minutes of making your way through the undergrowth to reach the end of the first straight line. Then you turn left and you head towards the staircase. It's going to take you a good another 5 minutes to reach the staircase. Roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh boy.
Alright. You manage to reach the staircase, climb up and over down on the other side. 3 minutes later, you find yourselves walking alongside a walled compound. Bear with me.
DM, question. Can you remind me of the creatures that we saw next to the tree in the lava pit?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, they were grunts and they throw someone at the lava.
Veggie pygmies.
They were veggie pygmies and
Grunts.
they throw a grunt. Okay, thank you.
Veggie pygmies and grunts.
So, guys, do we think that there will be a shrine for each of these 9 then?
You would think so, no?
Then we should try to find 9 places on the map for them.
Oh,
Well,
places that
obviously,
look like shrines.
obviously the one in the lava has to be one just to piss me off.
It is probably a shrine for the most evilest of them all.
I mean, if you want to protect something, it only makes sense.
Well, yeah.
Either way, wouldn't it be best to figure out what this one or this cube even is before we risk any more encounters?
But
Maybe they're all part of like a big massive key that we need to get to go where we want to go.
A lot of assumptions.
Well, it seems like these Jotun people quite enjoy playing games with everybody. Just like the Fae.
Yes, the irony is quite visible, thank you. Fickle creatures, these Fae.
This is very true. They are. And so these things, I guess.
trying to figure out if any of these at the entrances could be of interest.
Was there anything in particular temple-y about the one that we had just been in? Like anything on the outside or
Roll a religion check for me.
There was obelisks outside that we refused to read, I guess.
yeah.
My theory is wall. Everything with wall may be important.
As you've left, it's dawned on you that you've been around a lot of churches, temples, and shrines, and this was definitely a shrine dedicated to one of these gods. Obviously, there was something valuable inside. With the 17, you know that valuables are normally protected either by traps or hidden in secret compartments and doors. So it only makes sense that the most valuable possession was protected behind an intricate trap and a puzzle, such as this one. But yeah, you know, the obelisks outside, the depictions inside of two gods fighting, the statues of the warriors worshipping the shrine in the center. 100%, yeah. What else did you want to know?
Most of the, apart from the obelisks, if there's anything outside that helps identify it, but if it's mostly just the obelisk, then that's also fine.
The building itself, you know, as Vargo pointed out last week, it's in a walled compound. The structure is reminiscent of a small shrine.
All right.
Yeah, if
It's
you
not a particularly different like type of stone or color, is it? To like from the buildings that they've gone past. I know we haven't gone past many.
It was limestone, but I don't know if everything else is limestone.
if you were a dwarf, I'd give you that answer immediately.
Oh yeah, damn.
From someone who spent a lot of time in churches, it's
Probably
definitely
not.
a lot more of an elaborate building.
Mm-hmm.
Having surveyed the terrain where you're looking now, it does seem that the churches and the shrines are in walled compounds or walled areas. They look like more of the places of interest, or places with bigger spaces, maybe even dedicated gardens or water features around them or inside.
Man, there's quite a lot.
We know that there are 9 of the gods, and we have found one.
One, two, three.
So
There's this.
maybe eight more of those, and then there might be some other stuff there.
Yeah, there's this one down here, like right in the bottom left corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's that one there. But I don't know if they'd put two shrines so close together.
I mean, probably not the ones that disliked each other.
But if they had friends.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one could also be one.
I guess we can.
Oh yeah,
So, oh, oops.
maybe that one should be circled that you just marked. Ooh, should we look behind the waterfall?
Which one of them?
The one that's easier to access.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
fine.
that one. What else? Oh, this one here. Like those two. There any more?
I think this one, oh, that one has already been marked. Yeah. I think, no, all of them are marked.
Yeah, there's this
There
this
is one
thing.
here.
Where? I need to zoom out. Oh yeah.
11 is marked at least at this point.
That should be, I guess, a good starting point.
Maybe there's something under the water as well.
Oh no.
What was the connection between Rasnasi and Omu exactly?
He lived here, didn't he?
All right, then yeah.
He was very
I mean,
overpowered.
just be careful what you go say. Like it's like saying some speak of the devil and he appears, right? Restless.
Yeah. Mm. Hmm. Alrighty. Have we arrived yet? The compound?
Well, you're at the edge of it, but I'm assuming now that you've stopped and you've been discussing things.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I guess we should
Especially seeing as you've
continue.
been
The,
marking stuff on the map.
the first order of business should probably search that what do you call it, dome building, I
Yeah.
guess.
Definitely.
I marked another one. So
I'm, by the way, gonna move the party over here. There.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Good shot, thank you.
Yep. I guess we'll head in and focus on the dome in the middle.
dum
Okay.
dum. Dum.
You reach the corner of the compound as you're currently walking. And looking around, much of the walls themselves are intact. But from the direction you're heading towards, you notice smoke that drifts lazily from within the walled compound. As you reach closer, you notice that the gate itself lies in splinters. Scorch marks deface the walls on the entrance as you get to the corner looking inside. Scorch marks deface some of the buildings there too. Near the center of the compound, from where you are to the dome, the ground is littered with charred corpses. As you cast your eyes about, one of the corpses is currently being eaten on by a pack of wild dogs.
Do I recognize any semblance of the yellow banner among them?
Roll a perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, no.
No, you do not.
Shah. What wild dogs uses fire?
Is it possible to tell if how quietly how long this body has been dead and maybe how it died?
Roll a medicine check for me. If you're going to inspect it, yeah?
Yeah, she's gonna slowly move up as quietly as possible.
Roll a
She doesn't
stealth check
want to.
for me first.
Yeah, she doesn't want to attract the attention of the dogs just yet.
Okay. Without a sound, you cautiously move through the undergrowth. The path just in front of these splintered gates is slightly clear, so your progress is a lot quicker than it has been recently. You get to the body and you take a look. Roll your medicine check for me.
She's not very good at this.
With all of the charred skin and the burning clothing, it's difficult to make out how long the body has been lying here. It's certainly dry,
Yeah.
but then it's burnt, so you'd expect it to be crispy.
Yeah. She just kind of nods like, yeah, this person's dead. And they probably maybe burnt to death. Very good. As she moves back to the others, she'll very quickly, just in case, because there's so many dead bodies, do a divine sense, which is 60 foot.
Okay.
And then she'll shimmy on back afterwards.
There are no undead creatures within the 60-foot radius.
Okay. She'll go back to the others and say, well, they're definitely dead, but they're not undead.
Ah,
It's curious positioning, isn't it?
Maybe they were trying to run away.
They're not undead yet.
No, please don't say that.
Well, Ras Nasib was famous for raising the dead, wasn't he?
Mm.
Sorry,
you're right.
sorry to burst your bubble.
Well,
I
we're not
suppose.
gonna find out what happened to them outside the walls.
No, but I suppose we might have to deal with the very hungry looking dogs.
Do we want to deal with them at a distance, or should we?
I mean, if
I
they
mean,
don't, if they don't
if
prove to
Will not
be,
be
if
unfriendly.
if they're just hungry, let them eat.
yeah, if they don't prove to be dangerous, then
Maybe they enjoy cat. You say, looking at Dustin.
Dustin just looks at you deadpan and then keeps
that means
moving.
they have good taste.
Flatterer.
Slowly and cautiously, Dustin and Vargo move into the compound, taking a look around. The wild dogs up ahead have not noticed you yet.
uh, Looking up close, DM, is there any feature that identify these people? Not talking about the yellow banner now, but since we are on top of them.
So, as you're moving through, half of the corpses lying on the ground are wearing leather armor. There are broken blades and weapons lying around. You could swear that they would either be hired guards or mercenaries. There are a couple of other corpses that are dressed all in red.
Do they recognize as the Red Wizards? Not Red Wizards, sorry. Forgot the name. Yeah, I don't mean the Thayans. It was the yellow banner.
Why don't you roll an intelligence check for me?
Sure, why not? I have it in my notes. It's only a lot of time ago.
The flaming fists, like
No.
no, okay, not the Baldur's Gate people.
Yeah, so just running through your mind, taking a look at these, indeed, the ones dressed in red are reminiscent of the Red Wizards of Thay.
Oh, so they were a Thay. Oh my god. I suppose. Well, I don't know. Is Bargo familiarized with the Red Wizards of Tay? I suppose I am
I would say
because
that
of.
you know about them, yes. You've not had
Hmm.
dealings with them because you're of a completely different wizarding faction. But yeah, the Red Wizards of Thay you've heard of.
I conveyed that information to the party. Whoever did this to these people, they were powerful. The Red Wizards are no joke.
I guess we can assume it wasn't the dogs.
Put it good. Wait, are the red wizard that Vago is speaking of? Are they also charred corpses?
Correct. The charred corpses are the Red Wizards of Thay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, that's that's interesting.
Dustin's theory was like gonna be like, oh, the wizards came in here and killed everybody. Like, okay, interesting.
Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, let's see.
Maybe we
Let's group up everybody.
maybe we should figure out if these dogs are friendly or not. Lunan says as he takes out a little bit of extra food from his pack and starts walking towards them.
They are 4 arch druids in this kind in Wild
Yeah.
Street.
I just
The
cast mage armor.
Better keep an eye
Lunan
on the
intends
guys.
to walk up towards the dogs and in a non-threatening manner, holding out the food, seeing if we can get along with each other.
Okay. Roll an animal handling check for me. Dusted and Valrus roll perception checks for me, please.
As he's walking up, he's praying a bit. If I'm allowed to cast uh, the extra, what's it called,
Guidance.
guidance.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
So that's gonna be quite a lot.
Oh dear.
My God, yeah. Well
25.
done.
That is quite a lot indeed, yes. As you move closer, the wild dogs notice you, and your demeanor almost seems to put them at ease. Dusted, you have actually, from where you were moving, you've noticed that there is 2 doors. The one over the first one this one over here,
To the left, yeah.
yeah, that one was slightly ajar. The other one was closed. You've
We
also
might
noticed a door up there.
might not be alone out here, gentlemen and lady. And Dustin gestures to Valris to sort of like point out the door, like see if he can point it out a little closer to him. That it is indeed ajar.
Lunan, as you take another step closer, Dusted points out a door that's ajar on the south end. You notice, Lunan, from the corner of your eyes, 2 more wild dogs stepping out of a building. And you realize that there is an open doorway just above you over there.
Ah, there.
The 2 dogs are gleefully looking at the food as their snouts are close to the ground, the hackles slightly raised, and they slowly start stalking forward towards you.
I take another step towards them and hold out the food and hope for the best.
Okay.
As long as I read their intentions as not being hostile, I will continue standing there with my hand out.
Roll a d20 for me, please.
That's an 8.
Okay. There we go. The 2 dogs look at each other, slowly make their way closer towards you as the others start to turn as well. And when they get a whiff of the scent, the 2 of them turn on each other right near you and start barking and tearing at each other, almost as if they're fighting each other for the right to get the food from you. They start fighting quite loudly, and the other 3 move slowly closer towards you, also looking to eat the food. It is at this point that you hear a horn go off from a tower to your south. And as you turn and you look around above you, you notice, peeking out of one of the windows, a loaded crossbow bolt pointing straight at you. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
No time to say we come in peace. More like we come in pieces.
Oh boy, let's see.
Was there any indication which of us the crossbow was pointing to?
Roll
Probably me.
Well, yeah. Just right at Lunan.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yelena, you're first to go, and you look up as you realize Lunan is staring at something out of a window, pointing towards him.
Was it from this building?
No, from here.
Oh.
Oh, the jar door thingy. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I do have a crossbow, but pushing them off the building is probably way more fun. Shooting them with a crossbow.
Spoken like Yelena would, yes.
She's gonna dash over to the doors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she can just try and push them open generally, and if they're locked, then I'll.
It was already ajar.
Oh, it's ajar.
The door's already ajar, yes. So,
Oh.
you're next to Valpargo, so it's 50 feet to the doors. So you get to use your movement and then dash a little bit more.
Yeah,
Are you
move
gonna
like
run-
10 foot more.
So you're gonna move 10 foot into the room?
She'll push the door open a little bit more, because as much as she wants to go push this person off the building, there might be something very bad
Yep.
inside.
If there are 10 people inside waiting for you to fire crossbows, I will laugh my ass.
Okay, you go running towards the door, and as you get there, you push the door open.
Bro,
Oh
that's
god.
And indeed, as the door swings open, you notice 3 figures in the room. One of them is an armed guard dressed like some of the ones on the ground. He looks slightly haggard, and roll a perception check for me.
Boy.
Okay. Taking in the room within the split seconds that you have, immediately you notice a haggard guard in front of you. He's dressed
oh my god! Sorry.
a guard. Sorry, not a god. He's quite well built. However, he's wearing leather armor. He's carrying a mace which he has just pulled out from his belt.
Okay.
Um,
Is he looking threateningly at Yalena or the other 2 people who are in the...
He actually looks surprised at you bursting in through the door. The other 2 figures in the room... Let me just send that.
Do you have a pseudo dragon on his arm?
Ignore the pseudo dragon. The other 2 in the room, the one closest to you has her back turned to you, and she's just shutting a book and getting up from the table in response to the horn. The other one on the other side of the room is a man, and he too looks up inquisitively. He's slightly behind in terms of speed from the other one. Both of them seem slow to move, and you seem to have the drop on them.
She's like, she does have her weapon out, but she's just gonna look over all of them and say, if you aren't here to kill us, then we are not here to kill you. How about we don't fight? Yeah? please.
Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah, she's trying to convince them to put down. Well, look, maybe the guardman to not
Roll a persuasion check for me.
come out of. Persuasion. That's something I'm kind of good at.
Does she get advantage because of the police at the end?
Because of the
The police.
The threatening plea.
I thought that was part of the persuasion.
That's part of the persuasion.
Oh,
Right. Is that your go?
Yeah, she will. Well, she can't do anything, but she's gonna be ready in case they decide that they do actually want to kill her. And she'll No, I'll leave it for now. The others will see that she's stopped. So it's fine.
Not.
Okay. Right then, that brings us to the wolves. Right, Lunan, these ones are going to come running towards you to grab the food from your hands while these two are busy fighting each other. This one's still busy munching away. Oh. Okay. The woman turns around, Yelena, in the room in front of you, and she almost lets out a shriek as she sees you. Slamming the book down, she points to the other one. Intruder!
So much for being friendly.
That is her turn.
Mhm.
Okay. Vargo, it is your go.
I'm confused and tired. But I hear the scream and run towards Elena as well.
Okay, are you going to use the dash to get there?
Yep. And that will be my turn. I just try to pose some kind of threat to them, like they don't come here.
Oh, well,
His paladin is not alone.
roll an intimidation check for me then.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Go, shake fist.
I most wanted to fail. 11.
Okay, an 11. Which brings us to Dusted Coal.
For the love of Lunan, can you handle a couple of dogs, or will you need help with that?
Yeah, I will handle them. Lunan says as he's still holding out the food.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean, Dusted?
Dusted is good enough to hear that, and uses feline agility
Oh yeah.
to get here. That is 50 feet. Hello, pardon me, sorry to intrude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to shove the mage that sounded intruder to the ground.
So you're going to... What did you say? Shove?
Shove, yeah.
Okay.
Shove pro.
By the way, is this the building where smoke was coming?
No, the smoke was coming from the charred corpses and the fire in the center of the compound.
Alright.
Yeah, the buildings themselves have only got some charred things on the sides of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Wow. Dusted, I rolled a 21. Good rolling with that. You both got a 19, but... Okay. So, using your action, you managed to shove her to the ground. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to mark her as prone. What else?
Kindly surrender if you would. And then he draws his rapier out.
Is that persuasion or intimidation?
I don't know.
That's intimidation with advantage.
Definitely intimidation.
Alright, go ahead and roll an intimidation check for me.
Are you still having the pirate hat?
I do.
Arr. Alrighty. Is that your turn?
That's all Dusty would like to do, yeah.
Okay, which brings us to Valrus.
It's gonna walk behind Vargo, and I
Same
don't know
trick
if
as
this is.
same trick as last time, Valrus. Fireball.
I don't
She's
know if
prone.
this is
She has
gonna be worth
disadvantage.
it.
She has disadvantage.
It's fine. It's fine. Hold on. We don't want to kill them. Maybe. And I'm trying past hold person at 3rd level
Mm-hmm. On?
on the big one
Okay.
and the one at the back.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, let's see. Wisdom saving throws. Okay. So, concentration for you, and a wisdom saving throw for me. Right. Oh, that looks cocked. Wow. 14 for the mercenary guy, which is a fail. And the one at the back. Oh, a 14 as well. Okay.
I was also adding, we really don't want this to get ugly.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. If you want, you can roll an intimidation check on top of that.
Where is that?
Hey, well done.
That's a good roll. That's a very good roll.
Finally, someone.
Alright. That brings us to Lunan.
Just continue trying to befriend those 2 dogs. And
Alright.
if possible, he will just continue trying to befriend those dogs.
Alright, the 2 dogs go running over to you, and they've now... Literally, you're holding on to the edges, the ends of the food as they're starting to grab it and tear it out your hands.
That's my turn.
Okay. Right. Then, next up, I don't... Yeah, at the end of each turn, I can make another wisdom saving throw. Right. So, hold person. The mercenary won't be able to do anything.
He can kind of speak if he wants to.
Can he?
I don't...
Falteringly.
I forget what paralyze actually does.
Yeah, it's paralyzed, I'd say. Probably not, really. I mean, you can't move, can you? So
Yeah.
that
It will mean you can cast some spells, which is strange.
paralyzed creature is incapacitated, it fails
Yeah, they
strength
can.
and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against it has disadvantage. Has advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is
Mhm.
within 5 feet of the creature.
But it says can't move or speak on the
Okay,
paralyzed.
yeah.
Actually, an incapacitated creature can take actions or reactions. Or can't move or speak. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it can't do shit.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so he can't do anything. Lunan, as you're busy feeding the dogs, out
Am I
the door
getting an arrow in my back? No.
move 2 guys. Thank you for the reminder. A crossbow bolt from one of the upper windows comes flying out at you as well. Oh, that's gonna miss. It's a 13.
Yeah.
As it comes flying towards your back.
So the plan is to attract them all towards Lunan, and then Barry's cast Fireball on top of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sounds good. Have them all surround Luna.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
I'm going to roll a wisdom saving throw for the mercenary guy. He gets a 16.
We succeed.
Oh my god, that's new.
Okay, so he's no longer paralyzed. Right, those are those guys. Then the other one who's down in the corner is paralyzed, so he can't do anything. So he is going to roll a wisdom saving throw as well. Oh, and he gets a natural 20.
Well, shit happens.
I'm sorry, Valrus.
It's okay.
Alright, that is everybody's turn. That brings us to the top of the next round with Yelena.
Do they look like they're inclined to not attack, or do they still look quite aggressive?
I mean, Vargo hasn't told us who these people are, which is kind of funny.
This is also true, but roll a perception check for me. Or an insight check.
I think they're both the same. I've got a
Um,
7.
It's difficult to tell, you know, running in, charging, and then beating them up. And yeah, casting spells on them. Yeah, difficult to tell.
All right. If the mercenary man is still holding his weapon, she's gonna come on in and she's going to non-lethally hit him with her sword.
Okay, go ahead. As you step in and hit him with the flat of your blade, you get a dirty 20. Clout him around the side of the head. Bang!
Are you going to drop your weapon now?
As you do 11 points of damage to him.
I guess so. Oh, yeah. 18.
Yeah, that hits as well. Ooh.
Put it down.
He almost drops to one knee as you hit him again with the flat of the blade. And he looks up and he's like, "Ah, I'm gonna kill you." Is that your turn?
I'm tempted to say I want to add a smite, but I think it might be too late. So that will be her turn.
Okay.
She'll just look very disapprovingly at him and just shake her head. You had many chances to give up. Many.
All 2 rounds.
Not even 2
12
rounds.
seconds.
We came in, and before he had a turn, he got paralyzed. he had no chance. He had no chance.
He had 6 seconds to think about it.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
even.
plenty of time.
Hasn't had anything to, do, just get beaten up. But yeah.
At least it's non-lethal.
Alright.
Doesn't know that until he drops down.
Nothing about Delena is non-lethal.
Right, that brings us to
Oh.
the wolves. And Lunan, the 2 in front of you finish the morsels of food that you have given them, and they start eyeing you up greedily, licking their lips, looking for more. The other one over here is... Where's the other one gone? Oh, there's only one left over there. The other one's killed the other one. Okay. Easy job. Right, which brings us to the woman lying on the ground, and as she does, she stands up. She uses her action to stand up, or half her movement to get up, so she's not prone anymore. And she turns around. By order of the Red Wizards of Thay, intruders, drop your weapons or suffer the consequences. Perish at your own will. And then she moves her hands to begin casting semantic components, almost as if she's holding something at the ready. And that is her turn. Right. Next up then. Oh. Across the courtyard, Lunan, while you are busy feeding the dogs, you notice one of the red-robed mages stepping out from across the other side. And as he does, he touches himself, and all of a sudden, an ethereal light seems to encompass his surroundings. As he casts a spell on himself, and he carries on moving. That brings us to Vargo.
I'm confused, DM. Because of this vegetation right here, do I see all those people coming out from the buildings?
I'm gonna say no, because where you're standing...
Mhm.
Let me see.
Alright,
No,
it's okay.
there's no line of sight. The corner of the building is actually blocking. Valrus just can't see them either. What you can see are where the dogs are, the 2 mercenary guys coming out of that doorway.
Yeah. In that case, I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead on the one in front of Yarlena.
Oh, okay.
Like he hasn't had a bad day already.
Wisdom saving throw, if you can. Please.
A wisdom saving throw. Oh, he gets a 4.
Oh, then it takes not much, 14 points of necrotic.
Okay. As the bells ring out and the sounds echo within the room, his head seems to vibrate and he definitely drops to one knee, then the other, and keels over forward at Yelena's feet.
We gave you a chance! It's not our fault!
I suppose
That
we're
would
killing
be-
them now then.
That would be the end.
Alright, that's the end. That brings us up to the woman in the room. So be it. I choose violence. And pointing a hand forward, she casts Cone of Cold. Where are we?
I mean, you said the name of the spell, so it doesn't feel right. Oh, it was her reaction, or is she using her action?
It's her turn, so she can do it.
It's her turn now. 'Cause
The
she-
question is do I recognize the spell? Because I mean, you said it, but
roll an Arcana check.
all right.
Let me just.
In the future, if you don't want me to counterspell it, don't say the name. 11. I don't know.
I'm gonna say you recognize she's casting a spell, but you don't know what it is.
In that case, Vargo will not use counterspell.
It's up to you, to be fair.
No. But really, he wouldn't.
Okay, in which case then yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have spoilt it, should I? Okay, as she extends her,
Vargo thinks it might be a cantrip or something. He doesn't know.
as she extends her hand outwards, a blast of cold air in a 60-foot cone shooting out straight ahead of her. I'm sure that is token adjustment. Ah, there we go.
Important question, DM.
Yes. Shoot.
Do we have some kind of Barry's and I?
Yeah, do you have some kind of cover?
It's a question, I don't know.
Were you asking about cover?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on your saving throw.
Vargo, you also get, I think, a +4 from me. I think it's 10.
Yeah. So do you and Dustin.
Yes.
I mean, cover from the walls of the building. I mean,
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to the two of you, yes, because you are actually covered by Yelena and the corner of a wall. So yeah, you guys can both save for a quarter.
alrighty. It's Constitution, right?
Constitution, yes.
This is a huge cone.
It's 24 Vargo.
So,
Dustin, you have +4.
Constitution saving throw, and it's 35 points of full damage for Dustin and Yelena. Yelena, do you get +4?
It's included in the roll. I rolled very badly.
And Dusted?
Dustin gets a +4, but I don't know if it's included in his roll. I don't think it is.
It won't be. So Valrus, you take immediately half. So you'll take 16, 17, rounded down. And Vargo, you take 8 points.
Alright.
How much was the full damage again?
35.
35. I think that might have been
Oops.
Dusted.
We lose someone.
I think he rolled a natural 1 and he decided to end. What do you think?
Yeah, his roll hasn't loaded for me still.
He's still got plenty of HP though. Okay, that is. Let's wait for him to come back. That is her turn. As she's standing in front of Dusted as well, she's gonna stay where she is.
Bargo is surprised.
Is it? There it is.
I don't know what happened, but that big cone just fucked everything up. Jesus Christ! It just started left.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a big fucking cone, yeah.
Oh, it didn't even take my con save roll. Okay, I'll try again.
No, it's not plus either.
This combat is going to be interesting, guys. Let's see.
Dusted, you get another +4 on top of your roll as well.
I don't think I need it.
Oh wow. Okay, so you take 17 for half damage.
It went my extra heal.
Yeah.
Okay, that will bring
No.
us. That'll bring us to Dalris.
I don't know what to do.
You know exactly
All
what
out.
to do.
All out.
Both of them? Just one?
Maybe not. Maybe save it for the guys up north, but you cannot see those guys. So well.
Yeah, they're a long ways away. I think about using Blight, but maybe I'll just Fireball. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put a Fireball down.
Oh god. Who exactly are you going to fireball?
The two people! Yeah!
Is this some kind of library? Because Farg is going to head into it anyways.
Oh wait, it is a library. Look at it. How many scrolls there are.
Farg is going to hate you.
They're all wish spells.
A library of wish spells.
Wish
Okay.
spells. It's the only thing I have that I can hit both of them with. And they just threw out a big spell.
Oh boy.
I can't find a circle that I... Oh, there it is. There we go.
They're gonna blow the building.
If it collapses
Nice.
on top of me, I will still consider this death.
Oh boy. Love it. Bye bye spell scrolls. Bye bye spells book.
Except for one shelf.
The chest over there survives as well.
Right. Is that where you're going to place it?
Yes.
Okay. This is
Straight
going
onto the scrolls.
You killed the little kids in the other room.
This is
Oh.
a 20 by 30 foot square room. The ceiling height is about 10 feet. A fireball will fill the entire room.
Entire room. Would I realize that?
Probably, yes.
Probably. Okay. Maybe I will.
Because the cubic area will take up the whole room.
They got a bit cold in there. Let's heat them up.
Maurice,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's what I thought.
think-
But yeah.
think of
The children.
how you can piss off Yarlena.
But I'll also piss off Dusty.
Yeah, that's true.
Singe all his hair.
Ah.
If you're gonna throw firebolts, you can have them outdoors.
I'll just twin a chromatic orb and...
No, you.
No, actually, I'll just throw a single chromatic orb.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather not burn everyone in the room to a
You
crisp.
can twin that, right?
Yeah, but I want to keep my last two just in case.
Oh, your expend. Or
The dog takes a lot.
So,
Now I'll just blight
yeah.
the one that just used Cone of Cold. Because she seems dangerous.
I'm just gonna delete the circle then.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna
Yep.
cast. You're gonna cast blight on the woman in front of Dusted.
Yes.
Okay. Can you?
So Constitution save.
Can you send it to the? Yeah. Con 16. Whew. Oh. 8d8 necrotic damage.
Totally a waste, probably. She will not have that much HP, but you know.
She rolls a 12,
Goodbye.
so she fails.
$35
As
necrotic damage.
Necrotic energy fires across the room, washing over the woman standing over the desk in the middle of the library. You can hear her scream as you see like the moisture and the blood draining from her body. She visibly takes a whole heap of damage as blood starts sprouting from some of the veins and scars and sores on her arm created by the necrotic magic, but she is still standing. And as she does, she peers out at you through the door, and you could swear that she is looking murderous daggers right at you, Valrus.
I wave and move.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, well then that brings us to Dusted Coal.
I already have my rapier out, so this should be interesting. Just having seen this horrific side of this woman, it's probably more merciful to just end her.
Okay.
He takes a 23 at her,
Wow, that hits.
and he deals 8 damage.
As your rapier sinks into her necrotic riddled body, she takes one last gasp, and then her eyes shift to you in surprise before she falls and crumples over the desk.
Buster will try to catch her on the way down and just lay her as nice as he can, and then try to move to. Oh dear!
Where'd you go?
I disappeared, and I got an error for some reason.
Okay, I got
you are probably below the. There you are.
I got you.
You used
I had to reload.
Mount Blanc.
I had to reload.
Alright, but where were you going to move in the room?
Towards her, to him. Sorry, the other spellcaster.
Okay. 10, 20. Using all your movement?
Yeah, to the north of him, basically. So 20. Oh,
Okay. 10,
just
20.
to prevent another cone incident.
Okay. Anything else?
I have another stab.
Okay.
21.
That hits.
For 11 damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And then he's marked, so if he hits anyone but me, he's gonna have some pain coming next turn.
Okay. That's a melee attack.
Just a second, because I think it's any attack while he's within 5 feet of me. But let me just confirm.
Okay. Well, you confirm. Lunan, over to you.
Lunan realizes that he's in quite a predicament, being surrounded by dogs that looks less friendly and just being shot at. Seeing, I don't know, you said I saw the red wizard casting something, but there's also bushes there.
You did, yeah. You can, the bushes, you can make them out coming through. That's the overgrowth and everything, yeah.
So the big question is, what does Lunan do? Does he think that the dogs would snap at him if he tried to move away from them? I would say yes. And I will cast Spirit Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
With the what's it called? Concentration thing pop up automatically on me? No.
Mm-mm.
And I don't dare to move,
Okay.
but I will shout out saying, "Guys, there's quite a lot coming out here.
Alrighty.
I might need some backup."
And that's your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Right, then that brings us to the armed guys. Firstly, the two in front of you, Lunan, you see them, and the one gives a swift kick to the dog in front. You made Jimat! Ah! Go! Get him! Attack, boy! Attack! As he spurs the dog in front of you onwards. And he... I'm going to move him there. The other one, he's already got his mace in hand. So he comes running in.
And as soon as he enters, he has to roll a wisdom check.
He also has half when
Half
he enters.
movement inside of the circle.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to leave him there. He just can't seem to walk. Wisdom check. He gets a 3. So he fails. So that's
So
3d8 radiant damage, please.
11.
11.
I'm actually pretty sure you can take them all by yourself. Maybe not the red wizard though.
Okay, so
Problem is I have to keep concentration.
20,
Yeah.
Yeah.
30,
Death by 1,000 cuts.
10, 20, 30. Lunan, the two guys at the top over there.
Oh, I can't see them right now because everything is black.
They
Yes.
have got... They're each going to take a shot at you with a crossbow.
Yeah.
The first one rolls an 11.
Misses.
And the second one rolls a 13.
Misses.
The guy in the rooftop is going to take a shot at you with a crossbow.
Yeah.
And he rolls a 10. That's also a
Misses.
miss. Okay. Right, that is mercenary guys or the soldiers? Now then, that brings us to the chap in front of Dusted. Dusted, the red wizard, sees you standing in front of him as you have literally come up and tried to kill him. And oh, okay. He can't do that, can he?
Our word kill.
In fact, yes.
No, Stefan,
What?
you cannot cast Meteor Swarm inside a building.
No, you're right. As Dusted, as you get to him, he casts, using a bonus action.
I'm not going to take the risk. Counterspell.
Okay. Alright, and you use Counterspell, and as he does, you almost see a small shimmer in front of you that begins to cover his hand in a silvery sort of glow. And then from outside of the door, you hear, Counterspell! And Vargo,
No, you don't hear that.
Vargo snaps his fingers and it just fizzles out in his hand, and he looks down and he looks up.
Yeah, when Bargo snaps his fingers, part of the magic that this magic user loses with the spell comes back to him as he uses Power Surge to absorb the magic. Oh boy.
Okay. Power Surge. So he's
War. I don't know the name of my class. War wizards can absorb magic using counterspell and dispel
so
for a pretty minor effect, to be honest.
So you don't take damage.
No, they don't
Yeah.
take damage.
All right. That was his one. He still gets an action. And he is going to. I suppose he's gonna have to draw his dagger.
Shame.
And look confused. Oh yeah. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm stuck here thinking whether he's gonna try and attack you, Dusted. And he gets a 12, which is a complete miss.
Sadly, yes.
Okay, that is his turn. And then that's her turn, which brings us to the top of the next round, and that's Yelena.
Alrighty. Yeah, she'll run up there, and she's gonna forgo being non-lethal.
Okay.
And she'll attack the mage man twice.
Okay.
No more Mr. Nice Jelena. Or Mrs. Nice Jelena,
Yeah.
23. That
yeah.
definitely hits.
11
Ooh,
points.
11 points. He's still standing. Ooh.
She'll attack once more. It's a 15 hit.
Sorry, the 15 hits.
Oh, 15 hit. Cool. 13.
Oh, 13 points. Still standing.
Sliced up mage.
Do a smite for good measure. A level 1 smite. 11 points of radiant damage.
11
Holy
points.
fuck.
And as you'd call down the smiting power, it almost drops him, striking him down, and he crumples to the ground dead.
She looks very pleased with herself.
So does Bargo.
She'll. I think I have 10 foot of movement left, so she's gonna move. Here and start pushing the door open for Dusted if it's not locked. If she can.
It is not locked, so yeah, you managed to get there and open the door.
Every time you open doors, I imagine you kick them for some reason.
She boots it open.
Yep. As
Very
you do,
angry.
you boot the door open. The room opens into a small barracks of some sort, you know, a room with some beds beyond. There's a couple of bunks and cots, and beyond it, on the left-hand side, is a stairwell leading up.
She'll point in the direction of the stairwell for Dusted and just say, stairs.
Alright.
Maybe you can go push someone off.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Which brings us to the wild rabbit dogs. Okay, and each of them inside the arena where Lunan is will need to roll, was it wisdom saves?
I believe so.
It's at the end or the.
I think
It's before they start their turn,
yeah, it's at the beginning of
Oh,
the
nice.
turn.
or when they enter.
So let's do the first one. 14. What do they need? 16.
My wisdom save is 16.
Okay. Do you want to roll for each individual, or do you want to just do one big roll?
Oh, we can do them individually if it's not too many.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for the first one.
Uh,
The second one fails as well.
that's 12 for the first one.
Okay. Roll for the second one. Ooh.
That was a good roll. 16, I think.
Okay, roll for the third one. Eight.
18.
And roll for the fourth one.
If
Ooh.
they all die, it's gonna be amazing. You poison the food.
The fourth one actually manages to save, so he'll take half.
Lunan's pets are stronger than these dogs.
Yeah, they're
Small.
being eaten by velociraptors right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
15,
So
okay.
that's 7 points of damage for the last one.
And the last one survives as he comes running in, and this time he's actually going to get to attack you.
Yep.
He only gets one attack as he comes running in to bite you. He gets an 18.
That hits.
Oh. So you take 7. Let's send the 18, and then let's send 7 points of piercing damage.
I will also roll for concentration.
course, you've got
and
advantage.
I pass it.
You've got advantage on your concentration. Darn it.
Yeah, I have a ring.
Okay. Which brings us to Vargo. It is your turn.
I mean, I see the situation is more or less controlled inside here. I did hear Wilnan calling for help, so
Mm-hmm.
I will move then dash to
And, then-
to go next to here, next to
and
him.
you come out to a pile of corpses.
I have
DM,
to say, man, you go ahead.
DM. If you judge that I saw Vargo and Valorous through the bushes, they are immune to the effect of the field. Otherwise, they will also take damage as they run in.
No, I think you've definitely seen them. You're aware of your surroundings.
Galena, remember this.
I have to say, you have to be pretty crazy to go face a man in a whirlwind of velociraptors.
You'll
Yeah,
think
that's
they won't
action
hurt us.
and that's move and action. So
Okay. So that is your turn done. Right. Then it is my other wizard. That's a pity.
You are a wizard, Captain Whiskers.
Okay, he is going to Lunan. He's going to use a 4th level spell.
just if it's in range, I will counterspell that. I got my reaction back.
I don't think it is. Isn't that 60 feet for you?
Let me see.
Is just on 60 feet.
Oh,
Oh god.
nice.
It is.
The thing is, DM. Remember that if you cast anything more than 3rd level, I have to roll for it.
And he said it was 4th. So.
Yeah. So tell me before.
What is it you roll?
What
Is
do I
it
roll?
intelligence?
It's
Or
intelligence
Arcana?
or arcana. I don't remember. Let's see.
I think it's Arcana actually, but
I think
Let's see.
so
Let's
too.
see.
let me double check quickly.
I'm gonna share the spell in the game log.
Oh, you beat me to it.
It's spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 equals the plus the 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah. So it's intelligence. This is 14.
14.
If it was a 4. Let's hope
Oh, go.
for the best.
Go. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so the spell fizzles out in his hand. I'll mark it off. And you hear a cry of anguish from the other side of the compound. Ah, curses! That brings us to Dustin Cole.
Dustin's just gonna follow the instructions of Jalena because that's probably wiser.
Okay.
And say, go
Maybe.
help, go help Lumen. He says as he rushes past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then probably one north, but it's not revealed, so I don't know. Hello.
6, 7, or 6. Yeah, you could get there with your movement. Standing just above you on a stairwell, peeking out of a window with a crossbow, you see another guard.
Okay, I'm gonna stab him first.
Okay.
Try to.
Where are my
19?
manners? I'm gonna stab him.
19 hits.
10 damage.
Nice.
Is it possible to use an attack as a shove? I don't know.
You can replace one of them, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I know that that's how it works with grapple, but I don't remember with shove because I don't use shove that often.
It's the same rule.
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Because the golems had a shove as well. A shield bash was a shove.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to shove him out the window after stabbing him.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh God!
Wow. Okay, so. Okay. As you do, you shove him. And indeed, he falls as you put your back into it and give him a big shove. Up, out, head first, out of the window he drops. Roll a d6 for falling damage for me, please.
2 damage.
Okay.
Galena would be proud.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's all.
Which brings us to Valrys.
So how high do these bushes go?
I mean, they're about knee height, sometimes up to waist height, depending on where about you are. So the big green fluffy bushes will be up to waist height.
Yeah. We wouldn't see dog then. But the people maybe. Just two. If I see the one at the back, I would like to throw a firebolt at him.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's middle of the day, he's 65 feet away.
Yep. Succeed.
A 15 hits.
Good 7 damage.
7 points. Okay. He's still standing though. As you fire a firebolt at him.
Smart, fine. He'll go in the whereafter soon.
Anything else?
That's it.
Which brings us to Lunan.
Which one did you hit now? The one here?
At the back. The one next to the door by the building.
Okay. I think I would shoot at the same guy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah. And firebolt. Probably a miss.
12 hits.
13 fire damage.
Nice. Okay, the one at the back is definitely bloody now.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Or wait. I will actually take one. 2 steps back.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
Well done.
No, it's good.
Alright, then that brings us to the guards. And this guy comes running in towards... I want to put him... Let me move this dog out of the way. Running in towards you, Lunan. So he'll roll his wisdom saving throw. 16 is what he needs.
Yeah.
Ooh, he gets a 19.
Yeah,
go
so he
ahead
takes
and
half
roll.
damage. And I assume he has at least 30 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
10 damage.
So he takes half of that.
So 5.
Yeah.
Okay, and he gets one attack with his mace.
Yes.
He gets a natural 20.
Ooh.
Oof.
Okay, so you take 5 plus 6, you take 11 points of damage. Ten, 20, 30. Why can't they move into these flipping...
You said 11 damage, yes. So
Yeah.
I've managed a concentration check.
Thank God for Warcaster.
It's the ring, it's not Warcaster.
Oh, nice.
Right, Vargo, for some reason I can't move next to you where he can just get to, but this thug is within range.
I mean, if he survives, because he has to enter the
Yeah.
Spirit Guardians.
So he will be able to attack you if he survives. Let's roll his...
I can move it. I can move it. Let's put
He
him
rolls
next
a
to me.
14, and that's a fail.
And 9 damage.
9, so he does indeed survive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he gets one attack. Oh, and he gets a 9. That's a miss.
Yep.
Okay, then from the back... These two move up over there, and they're gonna fire 2 crossbows, one at each of you. Lunan, this one's coming for you. He gets a 9. Vargo, this one's coming for you. Oh, he gets a 19.
That fails.
Okay. Then the one over here that was prone is going to use his action to stand up. And he's going to move there. Actually, mind you, no, he can't. There.
He standing up is only
Half his
half
movement,
action.
yeah. So he does that and he moves to there. Okay, then 10, 20, 30. 2 more come popping out. And one of each they're going to fire crossbows. Let me just double check. 70 is the longest, so one at Lunan. It's a 14, which is a miss. And a 19 at Vargo again. Also a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Then... that brings us to Yelena.
She will take Dustin's advice and go and help the others. 20. She'll dash. I think. And she can get there. I think she can get to there. I think that's 60. She was by the door.
Okay.
That's 20. Yeah, oh, she can get one step
Remember
closer.
what we told you about that aura?
She's got Luna in it at the moment.
Can you roll a
Yeah.
saving throw for me, please, Yelena? Wisdom, dexterity, 16.
Wisdom and dexterity.
Sorry,
Just
wisdom.
wisdom.
I'm sorry. Why is this?
Because Lunan couldn't see Jelena when he cast that spell. He cannot exempt her or me.
Okay. How
Yeah.
curious. All right.
So
Easy.
6 damage.
As you go running to Lunan's aid, it's not long before you step into the radius. You realize that the little nipping velociraptors are starting to bite your ankles as well.
Nolan, you should really keep these things under control.
You take 6 points of damage.
If you're
Um,
smart, you don't stay inside.
And a cry from the guards goes up. Yeah, she's on our team!
But you can do that each turn, right, Lord? You can decide, or is it only when you cast it?
It's when I cast it.
Oh man.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna be very helpful. Oh well.
There
That
are
will
plenty of enemies
be
outside of it.
that'll be her turn.
Okay,
She can't leave.
so next up then is the wolf. And it rolls a 16. So it saves. Go ahead and roll damage for me, please, Lunan.
Oh, the crap roll.
Oh dear. 3 damage to the wolf.
3 damage.
It is still standing as it has a chance to sink its teeth into you and gain its revenge. It is going to jump and bite. Oh, for a 16. God, that would have been a 21.
Just misses.
Just misses.
Just standing there with my shield, holding it out with an angry dog on top of it.
Its teeth grate across the front of the shield as it misses, which brings us to Vargo.
All right, DM. I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Only one actually. What's the situation over here, vision-wise? Do I see those 2 coming out and the wizard?
You do, yes.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try and cast Hypnotic Pattern right there.
Okay. As you begin to cast your spell, roll a perception check for me, please, or an Arcana check.
I think I know what it is. Let's see.
Oh god, 2 can play that game.
Yeah.
15.
You recognize the other wizard casting counterspell.
Okay, we have come to that moment. DM,
Yeah.
can I counterspell his counterspell?
Doesn't that create an anomaly that can kill things? Or is that only the bag thing?
I don't know. Honestly, this is the first time this happens to me, and I'm curious. I'm fine whichever it is, because honestly, this can happen to both of us. So.
You still have your reaction. So technically...
Yeah, but this casting two spells in one turn is the part of the ruling that I don't understand.
Like, my opinion is that you're concentrating on the thing you're casting at the moment.
Mm.
And you can't concentrate on two things at the same time.
Yeah,
That would be mine.
think rule. I think that the rule is that I can, but I don't. It doesn't make sense to me because it's two spells on one turn. It's strange.
It is strange, isn't it? But then you would have to cease casting the other spell in order to cast counterspell.
I honestly don't know. It's your call. I'm fine with whichever choice because it both benefits me as well. If it's the other, if the situation was the opposite.
Technically, by the rules, you can counterspell a counterspell. Does the other spell require concentration? Hypnotic pattern?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. I will... What level are you casting hypnotic? What level is hypnotic pattern?
Hypnotic pattern will be third level, and yeah, third level.
And counterspell's third as well, isn't it?
No, the counterspell will have to be at fourth because I don't have any more third level spells.
So you're gonna do counterspell at fourth.
It will be necessary, yeah, because I only have one fourth level spell slot and one third level spell slot.
In which case, then I will allow it if you're using a more powerful counterspell than this wizard's counterspell, because he'll be casting it at third.
Alright. Fine with me.
Because you're burning 2
Oof.
spells in order to cast 1, and you're burning a fourth and a third. I'll let it go. Okay.
Alrighty.
As Harry
Feel free to
begins
change it in the
cast-
future. It's I understand it.
Yeah. Okay, so hypnotic pattern manages to fire off. Can you send it to the game log for me, please?
Sure. Let's see. Ta 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 ta. Here we. It disappeared for some reason.
Let's see if I can get it.
Now?
Oh yeah. 30 foot, no problem. Wisdom 15.
Oh, it's 30 foot, so it's bigger than that actually. But I don't think it matters. No, doesn't matter.
Okay. Alright, so that's your AoE?
It's actually bigger than that, but it doesn't matter. Unless there is something invisible around, which I don't believe is the case.
So, wisdom saving throws, yeah? I mean, let's
Yeah,
use...
that will be the. This will be the area, actually.
Alright, let's delete that one. Oh. Right, delete the small one, let's go rule by rule. And I will roll wisdom saving throws for the guards first. The first one gets a 7.
He's incapacitated.
The second one gets a natural 1.
So is he. Now for the important one.
And the mage gets a 16.
Beats me.
Just by 1.
He saves.
He saves. So
Me too, actually. Yeah.
right, so as long as you keep concentration, these two are charmed. It says
And incapacitated.
incapacitated, yeah. Oh. Sorry, incapacitated. Okay. What else would you like to do, Vargo?
I will stay where I am.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to move one space here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. She's dead. That's right. One space into there. Okay. Perfect. The wizard that you just tried to incapacitate is going to use his action to cast a spell.
I don't have counter spells left, so go ahead.
Okay, and it is nope, I need AoE. Right. As he manages to save, he looks up and he's like, enough of all of this! Raises his hands, and as he drops him, he just says, Snowstorm! And he casts Ice Storm in a 20-foot radius, 40-high-foot cylinder around the entire area where you all are.
What's to say? Con or Dex?
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Important question, DM.
Yeah.
Am I considered within 10 feet of Yerlena for her aura?
Yeah, you're within 10 feet.
You are within
Ooh.
10 feet, yes.
All
Does that
right,
give
thank you very
advantage?
much.
You're all
No, it +4.
Huh?
The
+4?
DC. The DC is 14. It's a dexterity saving throw. DC 14.
Okay. I still fail.
And that's 2d8 bludgeoning and 4d6 cold.
Oof, I success with our aura of Yerlena. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Okay, so it's 26 points of damage. Full. That's Lunan.
What? It's half for
Half
success,
for...
or
Half is 13. For Yelena and for Fargo.
oh boy, concentration. That's
It's fine. I needed to beat 13.
Oh, it's going slow for me. Yeah, apparently when there are auras involved, this goes a little bit slowly. Slower. Let's see.
Alright, let me remove the...
The AoE.
Thank you so much.
Concentration is on my end.
Your concentration is fine?
And
And Lunan, you saved as well? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, Yolena, you're on 3 HP.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna die when my turn comes around.
Wow.
Oh.
Right, which brings us... That's his turn. That means it's Dusted Cold next.
Yeah, and it's obviously too long of a trip to go around, so Dusty's gonna do the only logical thing.
Yes, Dusted. Jump out the window.
On
Exactly.
top of the bandit.
No, he cannot. If he had stayed there, he would.
Okay, Dusted, you go jumping out the window. Roll an acrobatics check for me, please. Yeah.
19.
Okay, as you climb out the window, you actually make it down without taking damage quite easily.
Yeah. I think that was 20 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm. You still got an
So,
action.
yeah, and he's gonna dance around the little thug here, get his attention. Hello. I would like to stab you now. If it's not an inconvenience. 15.
15 hits.
For 12 damage.
12 points, okay. He is
And
dead.
another
Oh, yeah?
crit.
Holy cow.
And the second one is an 8. So that is +6, so that's 16 damage.
16. Gee whiz. Okay. As you go dancing around him, you skewer him like the little pig that he is. He screams as he falls down. Anything else?
No, that was my turn. Thank you very much.
Which brings us to Valrus.
Hey guys, what happened? Oh my god.
Both Dustin and Valus gets inside of what is going on, and Jesus Christ.
Would it be like to run through these bushes here?
So, I actually had it down. You can move 3. Your movement rate is basically through the bushes 10% of what it normally is. So you can move 10 feet per round if you go through the bushes, basically. But I didn't penalize anyone else because I forgot about it.
I see.
Yeah.
And it would just be wrong to penalize you now for it. So ignore that, and you can move normally through it because everyone else.
Alright. He's going to then dive straight into the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
And if he can, he would like to shove a healing potion to Yarlena.
Okay, do me a favor and roll a wisdom saving throw, Dex 16, please.
DC 16.
If it's for mine, he was visible. Him and
Oh, it was.
Vargo was
Okay.
visible.
Oh, I thought it was him and Dusted. My bad. I apologize. Don't worry about the saving throw. You're all good to go, sir. Alright, as you go running through.
Yep.
Yes, you can. You can literally use your action to give her a healing potion and pour it down her gullet, I guess.
That's fine. I will do so with one of these.
But Barris, if you take Jarlena out of the area and put her back in the area, she dies.
He's just gonna give her a healing potion.
Yeah,
And it doesn't have enough movement to move her, I think.
No, he
So
doesn't.
that's a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, I could have done. Well, yeah, I don't have enough. If I wait a turn,
Initially, she bats him away because she's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
it's still
Okay.
20 hit points. That's pretty nice, yeah.
this is the
It will be
44.
such a power move for Jarlena to shove the potion to the ground, like, what are you doing? And then die
Don't.
immediately on her turn.
I don't think you have to roll. We have max healing for potions.
Potion
Oh,
saving
So
throw.
it's
okay,
20. It's
okay.
20 straight up.
All right.
It
Oh,
is.
thank you. I won't die. Maybe. Unless I fail my saving throw.
Yeah, exactly. And Dunan rolls max damage.
Oh,
That's what we're all hoping for.
no.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, so potion down to Yelena and you heal the full 20. Is that your turn,
She gives
Lunan?
him a thumbs up.
Good. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Which then brings us to Lunan.
Lunan turns around, looks at Jarlena, sees that she looks a little bit better, and then gives himself cure wounds.
Gives himself. You cast Cure Wounds on yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm pretty down as well. And then look at Jarlena again, saying, "You better stay away from me for a while," and run upwards.
Mm-hmm.
My I'm gonna check with the ruler again which square it was I was planning. There. Like so. And that's my turn.
Okay. Oh,
Does the thug take damage? No.
No,
only,
not until they start their turn.
yeah, only at the beginning of
Alright,
your
alright.
next turn.
And
All right.
Hmm.
I believe they do just after me, at least one of them.
Right. I think we will. I've actually got one more move, but will that person move or not? As you come running up, and the other two. I mean, yes, they would do, wouldn't they?
There are 5 more wizards inside the building.
Lunan, as you move up and out of the area, .20-foot radius sphere.
Which one is it? What? What?
From the back, from behind the other one, which you just missed with your glittering hypnotic pattern. She was indeed invisible.
Are you fucking kidding?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not. Literally, I was trying not to say anything, and
I love it.
so she casts a fireball onto the area where you were. That will be 68, 8d6.
86.
8d6.
If it is what I think it
86
is.
points of damage.
Barbaris, you're resistant, right?
I am resistant, and I have advantage
Nice.
on the save, and I'm
Oh
next to
shit!
Arlena.
I forgot about
Nice.
that. I actually have fire resistance. Can I get 13 points back?
From
No, because you took
the
damage
ice.
from
Ah,
cold
that
and
was cold.
bludgeoning.
It was
True.
cold
It was
Cold and
bludgeoning.
cold.
bludgeoning, yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Cold. So 19 points at maximum.
Holy shit.
Valrus, you
I
save.
miss
Yelena, you
Yarlena.
save.
I love your aura. Please. Let's see. Let's see. Dexterity, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
14.
This is +4.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yarlena, thank you very much. It's 15. Never mind. I hate
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
you.
So
Isn't
you
that
will,
19 with?
you will take 9 points of damage.
All right. All
As
right.
Except for
Could be
Valrus,
worse.
who takes half of that. Because he's resistant as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so and her invisibility drops, and then she uses her movement to disappear back into the church.
I'm loving this combat.
Excuse me?
She was already standing there.
They can think.
All right. And that is where we're going to end this evening, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Top
Check
of
your
round
Good combat,
concentration.
DM.
5.
I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah, you're right. Let's do it now.
I'm sorry, the difficulty is ramped up incredibly high.
No. It's fine. It's fine. Level 7. It's okay.
Yeah, this is fun.
Spellcasters.
I really should have just thrown my darkness out on them. They couldn't have done this. I thought about it, but Arlena needed healing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna lay on hands next time.
If
All
you
right.
remember to,
Let
anyway.
me.
If I remember to, yeah.
Need to touch yourself.
Yep.
Good,
Okay.
good.
Right.
Let's see, let's see.
So that will wrap it up for the next week is a buy, a gimme, and then I believe we're in for the following week. Is that right?
Yes, I think so.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's double check quickly. Ooh.
I think there was someone who said maybe.
I cannot next week. But by all means, feel free to go without me. And I mean it.
No, next week we are not, but is it the 10th of May that we are?
The
Yeah.
10th, I'm available.
So the 10th we're on, and then on the
Hmm
17th we have one episode maybe, and is the following maybe
Mhm.
not.
The
Yeah,
17th.
the 14th for me is a concert that I have been sort of like
Yeah.
say the Vikings one. So